Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here. Giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. And I've been wanting to have this conversation for a while because I think it's probably one of the most interesting topics when we're talking about 2 days wrestling, what's happening in WWE right now. Let me go ahead and bring in my tag team partner, the fake Intercontinental Champion, Gunther from LA Times, Pablo.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Let's
What's
do
going on,
this,
big
man.
dog?
Chilling, man. Ready to do this. And I do have a beef against you, though.
Oh, man.
You forgot our girl, Io Sky, man, on the
Okay.
picture.
Okay.
And Logan Paul.
There's a reason why I didn't put those two people on there. there's a reason, Paul. Okay. Let's cover those two before these four behind us. There's a reason why I didn't put those two. I don't think the fans are really invested in their championship reign. I think Io Sky was pretty hot for a second when she was chasing down the title, and she just kind of lost steam. And I'll be real, Paul. I think she's become kind of irrelevant, man.
You know, I would say she's still getting a little, she's getting booed. She's getting booed. I think she's likable, bro. But I also think, what's up, Benny? How you doing, man? And hey, Benny really, he's a Gunther fan too, bro.
Hey, you too. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. You guys are tag team partners, man. You know, go there with Gunther.
Nah, man. Hey, but you remember Liv Morgan when she had the belt?
Yes.
You remember at the end, just no one was in that. She hasn't got that low yet. And I think that's because of her other partners making the storyline more interesting. The rumors with fighting Bianca Belair at Mania and all that stuff. So she hasn't sunk the lowest it could be. I see what you're saying, though.
I completely agree. She has not sunk super low, but she has completely. When you talk about women's champions, she is levels way below mommy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I don't think people are that invested in Io Sky, and I don't think it'd be that big of a deal when she loses the strap.
Yeah, I think they gave it to her for a while, and it helps. It helps her faction, get a little higher. But in the long run, it may help. As she grows as a wrestler, even though she's been around forever, other places. I think it helps the overall faction to give them legitimacy that they are a true faction.
Okay, all right.
Because,
I'm just
and two, because they've been. How many times has Bailey lost? You know what I mean? Bailey's
right.
lost everywhere, so it's like, dude, someone has to win.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't think there's gonna be a huge shock factor
No,
when EO drops the strap.
definite
And
no.
yeah, and that's what kind of leads me to Logan Paul. Again, he's United States champion. He is over and he is very popular. However, I don't know if people are really looking at his title reign. Unless he goes quite a few months. If he passes SummerSlam with the United States title, then I think he'll be somewhere in the picture of like, oh, okay, who's gonna beat him? But right
Right.
now, I don't think there's not really much of a shock factor for him to lose the title.
Yeah, and he's never around. That doesn't help.
Yeah. So that's why I picked these four, because who's gonna lose the strap? And I think it's gonna be a oh my goodness kind of moment when one of these four or whoever of these four loses the strap.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, there's more focus on these. These are the ones that have been holding it down for quite a while, and we do need some change, bro. And don't get me wrong, these four are we're used to them, man. And when they lose it, it's gonna be a little shockwave, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And before anybody gets at me and says like, "Hey, man, well, okay, fine. Io Sky, you explained her, and you explained Logan Paul. What about the tag titles? Not, let's not do that.
Yeah, that's
Let's
pretty
not
bad
do
right now. This could be the worst the tag. This could be the worst the tag titles have ever been right now, bro. I've never seen them
I.
this low. This low is pretty bad.
It is very, very low, man. It is bad. But all right, Pablo, let's get into these four right here. I am asking who will lose their title first. Um, you got Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, which he's been going what 2.5 years now, 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
1,400 days.
okay, all right. Rhea Ripley, who is a little under a year, but she is just burning red hot right now.
Yep.
I can't see her losing. Gunther, the longest Intercontinental reigning champion, and Seth freaking Rollins, who now I think has become a champion where it's going to be a little bit of a shock factor when he loses. As Benny says, Domador going to make mommy lose that title. Wow. Paul, let me get to the poll. But before I do that, I want to ask you, who would you say loses the strap first?
I would say definitely Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Seth Rollins, and we could have a double loss in Mania, but I know you're asking only for one, so I'll give you Seth Rollins.
Okay. So we got what? Blackjack. We got 21 votes here. Okay. Who do you think got the most votes on who's gonna lose the strap first?
Probably Roman.
Wow. Okay. Who do you think is last?
Rhea.
Okay.
Were they close?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you were. So, ironically, there's a tie for last place with Mommy and Gunther.
Yeah.
That they will lose their straps last. They both got 19%. Seth Rollins got 24%, and Roman Reigns gets it with 38%.
Yeah, I think that's people hoping, man. I think they're just like, dude, we had enough of this. Let's move on. The guy's always absent. Let's get a new change.
What's up, Shadow?
What's up, Shadow?
Hey, I think Logan Paul's the real deal, man. I know people kind of take him as a joke, but I think he's the real deal, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul, that you're saying you want or you think Seth is gonna lose it first?
He has to, bro. He has to.
Why Seth?
Seth has like overstayed his welcome, bro. People go out there and chant, bro, but they need some excitement to be brought into Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna go back, dude, about a year. How long has he had the title? About a year?
No, actually, no, not yet. He won it after Mania against AJ Styles.
Okay, so Seth has the title. Before that, the months before that, he got beat twice by Roman, right? Cody. He got beat twice by Cody Rhodes, and then the next thing you know, he's champion. So it takes people a long time to believe. How are we going to put this guy losing and losing and losing, you know? Then all of a sudden he's the champion and he's going to have this long title reign. I just think that we need some freshness on Monday Night Raw. I think Seth is one of the greats that we have in the industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's kind of a face, but I think, man, seeing Seth turn heel again would be kind of neat. to see that old Seth that's poking people's eyes out, and and running for the title. Seth is so diverse; he could do so many things. But I would like to see Seth lose it. I think he loses it at Mania, and the smart money move is to put CM Punk over, at WrestleMania for the sake of money, and it would make the fans happy. As of now, who knows? By Mania, people might be booing Punk, right? We don't know. Just going by right now, and that would be the money move to make, man. And Seth, he wherever you put Seth, he's gonna be exciting. So I think it's time for a change. You need to shake up Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw to me is an atrocity.
So let me get this right, Paul. You're saying that at WrestleMania, Showcase of the Immortals,
Yes, sir.
CM Punk should go over on Seth Rollins and become champion?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Definite.
So you're saying that CM Punk should win the Royal Rumble?
Yes. Will he? I don't know. I don't know why you laugh, bro. CM Punk's like the biggest star in the company.
Oh, man.
I know you don't like the Vato, but you you don't like him, right? I get it. But
take some
he's
talent,
overrated. You think he's overrated, all that, right? But he's the biggest star in the company, man, other than Roman, bro. Like, if he's the moneymaker. He's the moneymaker. I'm just saying, think business-wise, though.
No. Look, I agree with you, right? I agree that he is definitely over. Yes, I don't like him, just like I don't like Gunther, but oh well, they're over. I get it. And what's best for business? I completely understand it. Let me ask you this now, Paul, and we'll get back to Seth. Which one would make the least amount of sense to lose their strap first out of these four?
The least amount would be Mommy.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Mommy.
I couldn't agree with you more. So do you think it would hurt the company more if Mommy loses the strap before Roman does?
Wait, repeat that?
Would it hurt the company more if Mommy loses her strap as opposed to Roman?
If Mommy loses her strap as opposed to
Roman.
Well, it depends how they do it, bro.
Okay.
It depends how they do it, because let's say Mommy, she's out there somehow, things, let's say who are they saying Mommy's gonna face right now at WrestleMania? I heard the stupidest one ever, Liv Morgan. Oh my gosh, that better not be that better not be WrestleMania. She was the worst champion of all time. Who else?
Come on.
She could be the worst of all time.
No.
Yes.
No.
Definitely.
No.
Definitely, bro. She is the worst of all time. I can't think of one right now worse. Okay, but anyways, who else have they said she's gonna face?
Okay, there's talks about Liv Morgan coming back and possibly winning the Royal Rumble. I'm with you. I don't think that's a good move.
Okay, but who else was there? Okay, well, here, let's just say, for instance, it's Liv Morgan, right?
Okay.
Just entertain me for a second. Liv Morgan, last minute on Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, she's injured. In steps Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill comes in the same way that Becky Lynch came in and beat Bianca Belair. She comes in, it's a surprise. She throws Mommy off course, and Dominic tries to help Mommy, but it backfires, and Jade Cargill becomes champion, right? Mm-hmm. Jade Cargill, steroids and all, bro, comes in there. She's a new champion, right? But let's say that happens, and they're working on her right now behind the scenes to make her a better, on the mic and a better wrestler. Now, here's what I'm saying. The chase for Mommy to get the title back at SummerSlam could make it interesting. That could be a moneymaker. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
The chase.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get you. That's right. The fabulous Moolah, Holmes. She could come
Yeah.
back. Okay, look, I was thinking about this for a while, right, Paul? And I was saying, okay, Holmes, check this out. They have been building Nia Jax.
Yes.
Okay, keep building her. Why have Rhea Ripley come out? I think Nia Jax would have been a good fit to take the strap off of Mommy. Not right now, not immediately. I think they're jumping the gun. But I thought that would have been a good one because I would have rather see Bailey win the Royal Rumble and go after Io Sky, right? Since they're
Ooh,
both on,
that's a
I
great
mean, they're both
storyline
on
right
the
there.
same, yeah, they're both in the same faction and keep building Nia Jax, keep building her. Why have Mommy come out? Now they're kind of, look like they're gonna be in a program together. Just let it be, man. And I think Nia Jax could be one to get the strap off of Mommy.
Wow.
But ultimately, I agree with you. Right now, Mommy Rhea Ripley is just way too damn hot to get the strap off of her. Would and Roman, I think Roman, I think it's just more that he's been champion for such a long time. It's hard to see him lose it. But ultimately, I think it would hurt more if you get the strap off of Mommy than Roman.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, the reason I would love to see Nia Jax get the belt, I would love to see it because it builds up another monster, another Andre the Giant type figure in the women's division, right? And it makes her legit now that they don't got Charlotte in there. But I just can't see Triple H doing that, man.
Mm.
But well, why did they let Mommy squash Becky? You know, they let Mommy. I mean, not Mommy.
No,
Nia
Nia
Jax.
Jax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they let her squash Becky fair and square, no cheating, right? They let
right.
her beat her, and like, why did they do that if they're not going to let her get the strap? Because she just beat supposedly one of the best in the company, and so man, that's going to be interesting, bro. And Roman, I think we give Roman too many passes, man. If I believe also the same scenario, if Roman lost the belt at Mania, which he's not, if he lost the belt, to see him come back to get it, like at a SummerSlam or you know what I mean, man,
Mm,
that would be so interesting, bro. He's
mm.
coming. The tribal chief is coming. You know that would be the incredible storyline, man.
Okay, one guy that we're leaving off here, we haven't touched on him at all, and that's the Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Um, I could definitely see him losing the strap before any one of these four,
Have you
and
seen the
that's
comments, bro? Have you looked at the comments? Hilarious, bro.
that's a Benny.
Oh
You ain't right,
gosh,
man.
I
You ain't
know,
right.
man.
But Gunther, to me, and I know people are gonna say that I'm biased because I don't like him. Look, the Intercontinental Champion is the most prestigious title to me of all time in all of wrestling.
Yeah,
And I don't think Gunther does it service, but oh
right.
well. Just being honest, Gunther, he's kind of died down a little bit, Paul. Am I tripping, or has he just kind of lost a little bit of the sexiness of him, being the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, it's lost because it was all about the chase, right? You know,
Right.
you don't chase the bus while you're already on it, you know? So yeah, man. So I think Gunther, the buildup was good, but now it's definitely lost. And in my opinion, he's going to be losing soon too.
Okay. Now, I talked about this a while back, right? And I don't think it's gonna happen, but I was just kind of like trying to put it together because I'm like, hey, you know what? Whenever anybody talks about Gunther, they never talk about Roman Reigns. And whenever anybody talks about Roman Reigns, never talk about Gunther. Could it be possible that at WrestleMania 40, just like they did at WrestleMania 6, They have champion versus champion, title for title. Both guys that have been squashing their opponents, and both guys that have gone on iconic legendary runs with their respective titles.
Yeah, I don't think so. That would be great, but there's too much. Everything's bottlenecking at the top. There's too much people with The Rock, with Cody, with CM Punk. There's too much talent up there for that to happen right now with Gunther. I think SummerSlam maybe, and I would love to, dude. Roman and Gunther would be, man, a great match. That would be dope, bro. I've thought about that.
Okay, let's not get carried away by saying that'll be a great match, Paul.
I think it would be a great match.
In-ring performance, it'd be a great match
with Gunther. You know what, Roman? You got to get used to him, bro. He's like he's like a good cup of coffee. He goes slow, bro, but it's entertaining, bro.
No. I'm not knocking Roman. Roman does what he does. He keeps a slow pace in the match, and he makes everything matter. I do like Roman. It's Gunther I don't like. There's nothing. Okay, there's nothing really there for me, Paul, to be rooting for. It's like I don't like his wrestling style.
You don't like his frog splash, bro?
Good gosh, dog. Oh, dog. That is one of the worst splashes I have ever seen, man. That is like, wow. Take that out of your arsenal, big dog. That's just not working for you. That looks so weird.
Him or Jimmy Uso, one of who has the worst.
Gosh, man, that looks terrible. But yeah, no, what I was alluding to earlier, I don't think it's gonna happen either. I was just kind of throwing that out there because I'm like, they never mentioned these guys. Both of these guys have historic runs. It'd be interesting. And by the way, the word is that Roman, if he does face The Rock, it will be at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
In Australia, not at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, Paul, let me go ahead and ask you this, man. Okay. We have a fatal 4-way coming up.
Right.
At the Royal Rumble. What are the chances that Roman loses his strap? Remember, he does not have to get pinned nor submitted for him to lose the title. It could be one of the other 3 guys. Could it be that he loses the strap? Nobody sees it coming. Nobody believes it's going to happen. But this is the time to get the strap off of him without him actually losing.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not even believable at all. For it to be believable, you would have to have him in there with Cody or CM Punk.
You got him in there with Randy?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be doing Randy, man. I don't know. He's moving a little stiff these days, man. Have you noticed that? He's a little straight up this time, a little bit.
A little bit, but you could still get something. Randy versus Cody. I mean, you can still get some good stuff out of them. And by the way, Esa Benny, those chops is what bothers me the most. Dog. Those are just that's all he does, Paul. That's all he does. I don't know, man. This is
he stole those chops, huh?
Yeah, I'm not down with Gunther's wrestling style, but oh well, man.
Yeah, but I'm not believing it for a second. Man. I'm just this is what I'm sick of with Roman, bro. Not Roman. I'm sick of Triple H, man. Oh, somebody's going to come. Jimmy Uso's going to come and Solo's going to come and Paul's going to hand them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Change it, bro. Change the program. Or another family member is going to come. Rikishi's going to come and help him win something, bro. Please. Just something different. Please. That's all I ask.
Okay, so let's go back to Seth because you said that's the guy who's going to lose the strap first out of these 4.
Yeah.
How does he lose the strap? How do you set it up? What do you see happening? And who does he lose it to?
CM Punk at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania for none other than financial gains for the company. None other than, if they, with all their TV rights deals and Raw moving possibly and all that stuff, they're telling them, hey, we're going to put the strap on, telling the producers, of the channel. We're going to be putting on CM Punk. Look at the money he's brought in. We're bringing in more than ever. I could see that being the guy. I think Seth, a lot of people are plateaued. They love to see him, but it's not taking it to that next level, dude. It's not being Super Bowl excitement. If you have you remember Roman for these last 2 years, he was Super Bowl excitement.
Right.
It was awesome. I think if they want to go to Super Bowl excitement and fill up stadiums, they gotta have CM Punk at the top. They gotta do that. Or else they're just gonna stick to Madison Square Garden. They want to fill up the Dallas Stadium, CM Punk at the top, Roman at the top, even Cody. He's getting they better give it to him before he dies out, bro.
Okay, so everybody stays champion till WrestleMania. You're saying Seth loses it at WrestleMania. Does anybody else lose their title at WrestleMania, or is he the only one?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I think. This is just my opinion. All of this is our opinion, right?
Right.
I would say Gunther, it's time for him to lose it. But so the rumors right now, there's two people that Gunther's going to fight at WrestleMania. One is Brock Lesnar. If he fights Brock Lesnar, Gunther's going to hold on till SummerSlam.
I agree.
Brock Lesnar's just pimped out now. He just comes and gets a check and leaves. That was Gunther's goal. I want to fight Brock. And Brock don't care. He's like, dude, give me a couple million. I'll go lose for a day. You know what I mean? And then I'll get out and go.
And I just don't see Brock Lesnar becoming Intercontinental Champion.
Why? Yeah, why? I get it. Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Unless he's going to lose it in like a couple of days on Raw or something. But the other one I heard was Chad Gable. Chad Gable coming in and doing it. If he fights Chad Gable, I say Chad Gable's going to win. Because Chad Gable, this is a chance to make another champion. He's kind of like mid-level to top tier kind of guy. Right. He could go either way. If he loses, he goes down. But if he wins, he could be put up to the top. And there's so many storylines you could do with Chad. Why are you building this little stable with Chad as a leader if you're not going to do something with it? Are you just going to keep him down there with Tozawa and all them? Or are you going to be a lame little faction? Or are you going to take it to the next level and let him be the next Kurt Angle? That's what I think.
I agree, man. I agree. I think that's why I picked them this year to have a little bit more of a breakout year. That faction is just not working. He can do so much better on his own. I don't even know that chick's name. I don't even know what she does.
Come on, dude. But Otis got the worm. Otis got the worm, bro.
Yeah, just cut Chad Gable loose. Let him go off on his own. And I think he could be Intercontinental Champion. So, yeah, I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see Chad Gable become Intercontinental Champion. I wouldn't mind LA Knight being Intercontinental Champion. Ooh. But at the moment, they have him with all the top dogs. And if it's not going to be working out for him there, then go after the IC strap. But it looks like him and Styles are going to have a little feud with one another. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. So,
hey, Styles came back on the roids, huh?
Man, you think everybody's on the roids, dog?
Hey, bro. When you're under that medical leave, bro, you don't got to submit to the drug test, bro. So, dude, they all come back. Look at Randy, dude. He's a monster, bro. Came back like Bobby Lashley, bro. Hey, Styles did come back yoked, though, no?
Yeah, he did. He was hitting the gym, man.
Yeah. Yep.
He was hitting the gym. Okay, so we talked about how Seth loses the strap. We talked about how Gunther loses the strap. Let's move on to Mommy. How and when does she lose the strap? To whom?
Wow. Man, bro. I don't want to see that happening soon. Geez. Well, she's not going to lose it in Australia. I don't think so? No, not in Australia, man. Okay. That would be crazy. Imagine Mommy going there, dude, I think they want to build Australia. If she loses, it'll stunt that. People will be so mad. They're gonna
That's
riot, bro.
okay. That's why you do it. That's why you do it, Paul.
Yeah.
You pick. Okay, you pick someone and you make the country hate them. Pick some, just like what they did to Shawn Michaels with Canada.
Right.
That's what you do. Pick someone and have them become the country's heel, the Thunder Down Under of Australia. Have that country hate one of your superstars, man, that they can never come back from it. It doesn't matter what happens. HBK goes up to Canada, they boo his ass off, man.
Right.
Do that. I think that's why you do it, man.
Wow. Wow. Imagine mommy turning on her crowd.
Oh no, that'll be disaster, man.
No, but imagine the heat she would get. People would show up like Piper just to see her lose. Man,
Yeah.
mommy's a hard one, bro. Man, there's that wild card. I always say Jade Cargill. She's the wild card. We don't know what they're gonna do with her, and I guarantee it's not gonna be for the SmackDown title. It's gonna be for this title. You know,
Okay, but she doesn't lose it at Mania. She loses it after that.
man, that's a hard one, man. This is the wild card. I think I'm pretty clear on these other guys, but mommy is a mystery to me, man.
Okay,
She's a mystery.
because look, Paul. So far, you got Seth losing at Mania.
Yes.
Gunther, you got losing on when at Mania.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mania. Depending on who he fights.
Got you. Makes sense. Okay, so mommy, does she lose the strap at Mania?
It could be if it's Jade Cargill, maybe. If it's Jade Cargill, maybe. Because I think they want to build Jade Cargill up as a monster, dude. Look, have you seen Jade Cargill, man? Her muscles, she is massive, dude. So they want to build her up. Imagine if she comes in and loses. At some point, she has to jump in. Where is she gonna jump in? They're doing all this training with her, dude. She could have been here already. Like, she was already on AEW wrestling, bro.
Right.
She was already a champ over there. There's some reason they're holding her back and they're training her more. They're getting her ready for something. They probably want her to jump in and take off. You know, so I'm thinking if she gets here, mommy's gonna lose. They're not gonna do all that work and pay her all that money. You know, and I'm not saying they're giving up on mommy. I'm just saying the chase happens after that. The chase,
Okay.
and it's getting kind of clouded at the top, huh? Because if you have mommy, you have Becky, you have Bianca, man, you have all these people up there. It's like, dude, there's only room for so many champs. And these long title runs, they're going to have to start coming to an end because there's too much talent at the top. Especially if we get somebody like a Sasha Banks to come back or somebody, you know.
Well, Becky just got squashed.
I know.
I think she's still a top dog. I just don't think she's gonna be contending for the title for a while.
That's what I thought, bro. And then the next thing they do, they made Seth the champion. So Becky's never out, you know.
No, you're right, but that was a secondary title because they just wanted to have a champion for Monday Night Raw.
Ooh, I wonder what's going to be like in a couple of months. We're going to look back and say, man, oh, that's why they squashed Becky, you know? Like,
well, I think they squashed Becky, man, because they're really pushing Nia Jax. And I'm just going to say this. If somebody's going to take the strap off of mommy, okay, I was convinced, especially after day one, where Nia Jax beat Becky Lynch pretty easily, by the way. It wasn't like this long match, where it was just a classic. And man, Becky came very, very close. No, it just it was somewhat of a just I don't want to say super easy match, but didn't make it look that hard. And Nia won, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I think she's gonna take the strap off of mommy.
It's a possibility, though.
Okay, the only thing that got me going here, Paul, is timing. Why would you have these two face to face now when you could save this for WrestleMania unless you're planning on doing this in Australia. And yeah, I could see mommy losing a strap in Australia, man.
That would be psycho.
I
I can't see it, man. I can't see it because they're trying to build Australia, but you never know. That would be a move we're not looking for.
well,
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Cholo. Though I would say this though. Okay, Rhea wins the title, dude. Rhea's not a headliner for WrestleMania. That's going to bring in the big dough, though. I mean,
no, you're
not
talking
Rhea.
about Nia.
Naya. Yeah.
Look, it can be if it's a rematch.
Definitely.
You know, if it's and by the way, when I say Nia beats mommy for the strap, not cleanly. In order for her to be a heel and be hated by Australia, she's gonna have to pull some illegal strings to win the strap.
Yeah.
And in order for the match, for a rematch to sell between these two, Nia cannot pin her cleanly. She's gonna have to do. She doesn't have friends, so it's not like somebody's gonna be coming out and interfering. She's gonna have to do something, illegal and beat mommy to get everybody. Oh man, she screwed Rhea Ripley over, and at the same time, it kind of pushes Rhea Ripley where she's already at. If we're gonna be real, Holmes, mommy she's a face. She's a baby face. She's she's a badass baby face, right? Like a Steve Austin, a Randy Orton. She's a badass baby face. She's not the baby face of, hey, take your vitamins, say your prayers, that kind of baby face. But she's a baby face. Everybody loves her. Everybody chants, "We want mommy." Everybody likes her, man. But she is a heel when she really is one of those badass baby faces. So if Nia Jax, who really is truly a heel, beats her in her hometown by cheating, I think it just kind of catapults Rhea Ripley to what the fans already decided that she is.
Or what it would even be worse. I mean, worse, like get crazy if she's betrayed by somebody in her own faction, by like a Damien, because her and Damien been arguing a lot, Somehow she's betrayed by imagine Dominic.
Oh,
yeah. See, those are some good storylines right there, man.
That makes perfect sense, Paul, for Judgment Day to turn on Rhea, and it's time for Rhea to spread her wings and fly on her own.
Man, that would be crazy, bro.
Wow.
She can. And we go through a couple of months of Dominic having like withdrawals and all that stuff, bro. Man, it's crazy. And then there's a rumor too that Naomi's coming back too.
Yeah, I heard.
Where does she fit?
She comes back at the Royal Rumble and gets thrown out. She's at the Royal. Okay, she'll be at the Royal Rumble to be doing. She kind of played the role that Kofi Kingston played for the male side. She's playing that role. Oh man, she's eliminated. Oh wait, no, she's not. And then she gets back into the ring in this crazy fashion. But you know who I saw, speaking of Naomi, who I saw on Saturday? I was out in Las Vegas covering a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who was in attendance? Brodus Clay. You remember Brodus Clay? Somebody call my mama. I'm on TV. Naomi was actually a dancer for Brodus Clay.
What?
When he used to come out. Yes.
Oh Lord.
Yes, man. Hey, to all the junkies, you guys remember Brodus Clay? Somebody call my mama. I'm on TV. Yeah, Naomi, her, and I forgot the other girl's name. She was a wrestler as well for a short period of time. they were his dancers, and that's how they came to be. But moving on to Roman, Paul. How does
Before
yes,
we move on to Roman, I would say, with all this said, Damian still has the belt. I mean, the box. So we don't know where he fits in.
that is a damn good point, Paul.
Mhm.
People forget about that, which is good. I'm glad people forget about it. That's what I want. I don't want to be thinking about Senor Money in the Bank. I want it to be a complete surprise. But you're right. He has Senor Money in the Bank. Let's get to Roman. Okay. For one, oh, you know what? I'm just thinking about something that would be badass.
What's that?
Wouldn't Damian Priest make a good Intercontinental champion?
Yes.
Okay, you could cash it in for any strap.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
That might be the way they go, bro. That might be the way they go. I just hope wherever they put him, I hope he cashes in, bro. I think it would even be a cool storyline if CM Punk and CM Punk wins, and then he comes in and cashes on CM Punk, and then they start their feud. That would be a little crazy feud too.
Yeah, that would be a way to go, but he's not gonna cash in. He's came to cash in, and then he never gets a chance to do it, right? So
Right.
there's been a few situations. It's not gonna happen if he's tag team champions with what's his face?
Right.
With Finn Balor.
They're saying you're a hater tonight on Gunther.
I mean, how much longer do you guys want him to be IC? I mean, he's broken the record, and I don't think
Yeah.
he's really. That's it. He's completely hit the top of his peak, which, in my opinion, isn't really that high when you talk about Intercontinental champions. But he's going to be mentioned somewhere because he's the record. But I don't see him getting popular anymore. I don't see him hitting any ceiling. He's not that over. He's over, but not that over, So
at 526, the comment at 526, Esabeni puts him over Bret Hart.
Good gosh. Benny, I should block you for that, man. I should block you for that, Holmes. Paul, moving on to the tribal chief.
Oh man,
when does he lose it? Wait, hold on. So to finish with Rhea Ripley, when does she lose it?
Man, bro,
you already got Gunther and Seth losing it at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
depending. Okay, you said Gunther depending on who he faces, and I'm with you.
Depending on who he faces.
Yeah,
Gunther could even lose it sooner, man.
Okay.
Man, Rhea has to go in. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and this is probably not gonna happen. This is against my better judgment. Everybody can't lose at WrestleMania, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna say she loses before Mania.
Oh,
goes for the title at Mania.
Okay.
Everybody can't lose, dude, but we need a shakeup. These are all great champions, but we need a shakeup, bro. We need a change, bro. We can't go in doing the whole last year over again to this year. Come on, man. We need some shakeup here.
Okay, you said they're all great champions. I think there's 3 great champions, and one of them is just somewhat okay, I guess. Look, okay, so Paul, so you're switching from what you said earlier because you said Seth would be the first one to lose the strap.
Yeah. Seth is going to Mania no matter what.
As champion.
Is going to Mania. Yeah. Okay. And I even seen something today, and I didn't click on it, that Becky might be going away from wrestling for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true, but if that's true, she wants to be with the baby. Maybe Seth wants more time at home. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. So we'll see. We'll see, man.
Okay.
So I'm going to say she could lose it before WrestleMania, man. And because they can't all lose at WrestleMania. Because back to the tribal chief, he is not losing it at WrestleMania, regardless of who he faces.
Wow. Okay, man. Okay, so he's in a pass. All right. So the last one to lose the strap is still gonna be Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they got to pass Hulk Hogan's record. You know, they got to pass his
Damn.
record, dude. I've never in my lifetime. You know, I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid, going to the Olympic Auditorium, seeing Bob Backlund, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, superstar Billy Graham. I mean, Chavo Guerrero Sr. on Hulk Hogan back then. Andre not Andre, but I seen Piper back then. On to the WWE, the Hammer,
Mhm.
Don Morocco, again Hulk Hogan, the Iron Sheik. I have never seen a champion not defend their title this much. Ever, ever, ever in all my years of wrestling. So it's crazy that what they're doing, you know. And
I'm
man,
not. Okay, I'm not sure if people pick up on it because he is present.
yeah,
He
like once a
i-
month.
he is there. He is around. He's not always around, but he is there. But you're right. He actually does not defend his championship.
Yeah, and that's the sad part, man. But here's what I will say. I would like Roman to lose it,
Mhm.
but I would like to see him chase it and get it back. That
Okay.
would be exciting to me. That storyline with Paul Heyman, we're coming back, or Paul Heyman screws him over, you know, somehow. That would be interesting and goes back with the CM Punk or something like that. You know,
Mm.
man, there's so many ways they could go, bro. There's so much top talent up there. Man, poor guys who are at the at the B level, man. There's no room for them right now, bro.
Essa Benny is age shaming you, Paul. Saying that the 40s were amazing. Yeah,
What was that guy?
Paul was gonna go way back there. Paul was gonna go with like Erin Gagne and Ernie Ladd and the Sheik and all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's it? Oh my God, Gorgeous George. I forgot all these
Gorgeous
guys.
George, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. I might have caught Ernie Ladd at the end. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You
oh
know?
man, yeah, Ernie Ladd, man. Ernie Ladd. Um,
Yeah.
Paul, okay, so then when does he lose it and who does he lose it to? Does he still lose it to Cody Rhodes like you predicted for such a long time?
SummerSlam.
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 Okay.
I'm going SummerSlam so he could beat Hulk Hogan. You
Okay.
know, once he
Against
passes
against
Hulk
whom?
Hogan, they better not go to who's the next guy up there after Hulk Hogan?
I think it's Bruno San Martino at
Yeah, I
that
believe it's
point.
Bruno. I believe it's Bruno too.
And
I
there
believe it's
and
Bruno.
that was a different time. Bruno, I believe, was champion for like 10 years.
Yeah, 10
But
years, man.
that was a different time. Nobody's gonna do that ever again. It was not what it is today. You could have been champion. There were so many different territories, and
Yeah.
it wasn't the same. So
Yeah, and when Bob Backlund was champion, he would come like to LA for
mm,
a month and then you wouldn't see him and he'd be gone, but because he's at another territory. But he was
mm,
still wrestling. It's not like the tribal chief, man, not wrestling, bro. Gets
yeah,
frustrating, bro, you know. But I'm glad at least we're seeing him like once a month now, you know.
yeah.
I'm glad at that, you know, because it makes interesting TV.
Okay, all right.
What do
So
you say, man? What do you say? You haven't given your pick on Roman?
okay, well, look. Okay, here's what I think can happen. I actually do believe that Roman Reigns could lose the strap at Royal Rumble. I do believe that.
Against The
Um,
Rock?
no. At Royal Rumble, he's in a fatal four way.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's the only reason why. If it were just one on one between him and Randy, I'd say no way. But because it's a fatal four way, and he technically does not have to lose the title, I could see that happening because are you going to have him versus The Rock while he's champion? It takes away from the match because there's no way that you're going to put the strap on The Rock.
Yeah.
So if Roman is not champion and if he didn't win, if he lost, because The Rock decided to come out. Not that The Rock is going to go out there and cheat, but let's just say he just makes his presence felt, and Roman gets distracted, and there's a, he's outside the ring, gets distracted, and there's a pinfall in the ring. Randy Orton going over on, say, LA Knight, and now he becomes champion. It's like, orale. Yeah, Roman is no longer champion, but he didn't lose, and now you could build up the match between him and Rock, and now it's like, okay, who wins? Because the title's not on the line. But if Roman was champion, we already know Roman's gonna win against The Rock.
Right. And I which is what I heard. I heard that there was plans Roman was going to go over on Randy, but they changed it, right? I think this is Wrestling Observer. That's what I listen to the most.
Mhm.
But they brought in these other guys because they didn't want Randy to take a loss yet. They don't want Randy to take a loss yet. So they brought these other guys, and most likely AJ Styles will get pinned, that Roman goes on. Now, although I agree with you that Roman does not need the title for WrestleMania or wherever with The Rock, because the story is I think The Rock had said he don't care about the title. He wants that the necklace with the chilies on it.
Right.
He's going for that. So they don't need it. But here's why I say no. I think Triple H is set. This is his era, the first time where he's in charge. He wants to be able to say that one of the new guys passed Hulk Hogan as one of the greatest ever. I believe that. He wants that on the resume of Roman Reigns, that somebody modern day did it, That's why I think,
Okay. You know what? For that reason alone, Paul, I can definitely see that happening. And yeah, if there's going to be a match between Roman and Rock, and Roman is champion, it can definitely be put right there where The Rock comes out and says, I'm not interested in the strap. I don't care about the strap. Keep the strap. I'm talking about the head of the table. However,
yeah, he said that already, though, too. He said that.
Okay. However, if The Rock does beat Roman, while Roman did not lose the title, it does kind of take away from what he is, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Like if Rock beats Roman a clean 1, 2, 3, like, sure, he's still champion, but doesn't that take away the mystery of who beats Roman?
Right. And I think at the end, does losing hurt The Rock's career? That's why I think they would do something like definitely I in my opinion, when they fight, Roman's going over. But okay, in my opinion, but they're gonna do something like when The Rock fought Hogan, something maybe the Roman goes back and Solo and them are jumping him, and he comes back and saves The Rock, and everybody's loving Roman again, or something like that, and they shake hands and they hug. It's something weird, But anyways, poor Cody Rhodes, man, or whoever, because if it's at Mania, you got to do The Rock versus Roman. There's no other match, and don't make it a 3-way. It has to be them two, because that's the biggest match, one of them of all time. Don't you agree?
I completely agree, but from what I'm understanding, it's probably going to be Elimination Chamber in Australia.
Wow, that would be an insane pay-per-view, bro.
Australia is putting up a lot of money, Paul, and it's already rumored that The Rock will be at Elimination Chamber. There's no match that's been announced, but it's being pushed pretty hard that The Rock will be in Australia for Elimination Chamber.
Wow, that would be crazy, bro. I remember Australian crowds are crazy, bro. I remember, I think it was Australia when Holly Holm beat Ronda Rousey for the title in the UFC.
Oh, is that where it was at?
Yeah, I believe it was Australia, bro. And man, that crowd's crazy. That crowd's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these other countries, man, put up a lot of money. Saudi Arabia, Australia, they put up a lot of money, man. And I think I heard, don't quote me on this, but I did hear that WWE makes more money with Crown Jewel than they do with WrestleMania, but like 3 times more.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard like 5 times more.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why?
man.
Why not, man? They should be there every month. Dude, that's
So,
crazy.
and you guys already know what the model is. What's best for business.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, so if Australia's ponying up a lot of money, what's best for business? Have The Rock show up there because that's where they're putting up all the feria. And WrestleMania, The Rock's not there. Oh well.
Woo. I
But
bet you
damn, that sucks.
yeah.
I don't like it. You know, I personally I don't like it, but hey, I understand it. So
About Saudi?
yeah, I mean, if they're
Yeah.
putting up the money, that I don't like it, Paul. They're taking over everything. All the big boxing matches are going over
Yeah.
there. I don't like it, but hey, man, what can you do? They're pouring up all the money.
I think every American is conflicted, bro. It's
Oh,
like what can we do? We don't like the Saudis. We know they're murderers and all that, but man, like what can we do? We have to kind of like, oh gosh, we're conflicted, bro. What do we do?
No, I'm not conflicted. I don't like it at all.
Right. I think most are like that. Most are like that, but we're not the ones going, so we have an excuse in our minds.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, Pablo. Anything else, brother, before we wrap it up?
No, man, but I do have just one comment for the people out there. I ain't to watch sporting events at 1 p.m. anymore. Benny.
Oh,
Okay, I have something to say, man. Just really quick.
exactly.
We'll get into this. We'll get into this another time, but okay. Sasha Banks, right? This is on a whole nother level. Sasha Banks left the company and then came back, and then she left the company again when Naomi came back. It's in her character, bro, to go when the going gets tough. I'm not into all the WWE, AEW. Like I heard AEW offered her, I don't know if it's true, $25 million for 5 years, $5 million a year. Bro, that is a psycho for someone who just leaves. It's like, dude, Sasha Banks is a big star, bro. But when she was here, she wasn't as big as Becky or Charlotte. She was big, but she wasn't as big as them. You know what I mean? And so I don't think she's worth it. And I just wanted to say, I think Sasha Banks is, man, overrated for that amount, bro. And I hope they don't pay it, bro. I like having all the people back, and I always want them in WWE. But man, bro, if she's gonna have that horrible attitude and just keep going, and someone you can't trust, child live, bro. What do you say?
I agree. That's why they should not be paying CM Punk.
All right. Hold on. Hey, that's a good point.
We'll get you guys on.
Hey, that's the female version, huh? Good point. Good point. She's the female CM Punk, right? but with less fans.
I think they only did that just to stick it to AEW, man. And it's
of course,
it's
perfect
working.
timing.
Yeah. You guys go catch Pablo on the LA Times, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.